Let's talk about the difference between semantic, syntactic, and graphophonic skills. Now, these particular words will come up in your teacher certification exam many times if you are doing the reading exams or elementary education exams. So it's important you understand the distinction among the three. Let's start with semantic. There's an M in semantic, and I usually attach that to meaning. Semantic has to do with the meaning of the word. For example, if a student is reading and they get to a word they don't understand, they might read around the word to look for context clues. They might look at a picture over to the side to derive meaning. The teacher might say, does that make sense if a student messes up? And that would be a semantic cue. The next is syntactic. Think syntax. It's the grammar. Now, if a student is reading and there is a present tense verb and the student is confused, but the whole entire passage is in present tense, the student might use that information to sound out the word correctly using the ing. The tense matches the rest of the passage, which is a syntactic cue. And then finally, graphophonic, which has the word phonic in it, which is phonics, which is letter sounds correspondence. And the student might sound out an unfamiliar word using their phonics skills. They might chunk pieces of the word using prefixes, suffixes, and roots, and then they might sound out some of those more complex areas inside of the word, just like they would if they were doing phonics instruction. That is a graphophonic cueing system. Now, one way to remember these three cueing systems for test day is this way. If the teacher is asking the student, does that look right? It's usually graphophonic because they are looking at the codes in the word. Syntactic might be, does that sound right? That might be a grammar cue for syntactic. And then semantic would be, does that make sense? That would be for the meaning-based cues. So make sure you understand those three cueing systems for your teacher certification exam. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.